What's happening, everybody? How y'all doing out there? So check this out, right? This one that I'm about to talk about is personal to me. Sometimes I find myself in between the space of you got me messed up, you think I'm stupid, and letting God fight my battles. Sometimes that's the hardest place to be too, because here's the thing. What's done in the dark will always come to light. And this world is too small to think that you can just get away with some stuff, right? And for me, I find myself in this position to where, I want to put holy hands on somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then I find myself in a position to where, don't lie on me, I won't tell you truth. But here's the point of this video today. When you find yourself in those positions, what you must understand is sometimes you can become the very thing that you hate. Sometimes you can become the very thing that you hate if you're not careful. See, I'm stuck in between this middle place right now to where I want to air some stuff out so bad because you got me messed up. Right? Like you got me messed up. But here's the thing. Who wins in that? See, sometimes you got to play the long game. There's a lot of people out there that be posting who they post to be, and it's all a lie. And a lot of times, I struggle, and this is just me being human. I struggle in telling the truth. See, a lot of times people think that being real is when you always speaking your mind and this, that, and other. But sometimes being real is knowing when to just be quiet. Just knowing when to just be quiet. But sometimes it's hard to be quiet when it's the people that's closest to you that's doing the mess. You understand? I know y'all can understand out there, right? Like when you can get some mess from people that don't matter as much to you, you can pass that off. You be like, I'm saying whatever. But when it's the people that you trust, that's how, you know what I'm saying? Or that you have trusted, it hurt in a whole different way. It hurts in a whole different way. And see, the part that I struggle in is with I know, right? And I got kids, right? So I always want to be an example to my kids. I want them to be able to see me face adversity and get through it. But then there's the other side of me that's you got me messed up. And life is finding the balance. See, there's going to be times when you got to get with people. It's some times that you got to make an example out of people. And then there's other times to where you just be quiet. Because see, a lot of times when I said you become the very thing that you hate, take for instance, you're a parent. And you grew up in a situation to where you couldn't stand your mother or your father or whatever the case may be. And that quote unquote hatred that you have for them, you pass it on and you don't even know it. Everything that you do is because of the unhealed trauma from back then. And a lot of times it's not even trauma. A lot of times people just want a story. See, what I'm learning is some people just don't have the capacity to just be a human being. For real, there's some people out there that just don't have it in them. And life is about navigating through that and seeing who's going to ride with you and who's not going to ride with you. I have been in situations to where I have been a rider and the other person sleep. And what starts to happen is I want my get back because you got me messed up. But you start to block blessings. See, I got a lot of people depending on me, and this is real talk. I got a lot of people depending on me. And you are able to crash out, or I'm saying you, but they're able to crash out because they ain't got jack going on. Or they're able to crash out because, that's just how they view life. But you can't because everything is tied to you. I think about my grandfather and so many times in so many situations that people did so much to him, and it used to drive me crazy about why he didn't do anything. But now at this young, old, tender age of 45, I understand now, because if he would have crashed out, I probably wouldn't be to where I'm at today. If he blocked his blessings, where would I be? So he had to take that stuff head on. So now I find myself in this position that I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta deal with this stuff. And I'm growing that I'm not dealing with it how I used to would have dealt with it. I went to the hospital yesterday, right? You know what I'm saying? I had a doctor's appointment or whatever, right? And what hurt me, and this is just me being transparent, what hurt me is there are certain people that knew, you know what I'm saying, or know what I'm going through and this, that, and other, and didn't even reach out to me. And that's hurting. That's hurting when some of the stuff that I do allows people to do what they do. And it hurt. And a lot of times I started becoming that very thing that I hated because I didn't address the issue. See, there's nothing wrong with having human emotions. You're supposed to feel a certain way when people got you messed up. But the key is you can't stay there. And sometimes you can't get them back the way that you want to get them back, because then you are going to mess around and mess your blessings up. And they sleeping fine at night. So my message to anybody out there that somebody got them messed up, cool. You should thank them because they have let you know the hierarchy that you are in their life. And it's not all about getting them back. Life will get them back. God will get them back. And you are not God. We are not God. Sometimes that test that you're facing is how you deal with they mess. How you deal with they mess is going to unlock the other level of blessings. So just remember this, right? And I'm speaking to myself. Yeah, they might got you messed up. Yeah, they might got you, you know what I'm saying, that you feel like your back is against the wall. But let me tell you something, man, the battle ain't yours. The battle ain't yours. And sometimes the strongest person is the ones that can carry the most weight.